We have another tearjerker, and that is Tokyo Revengers episode 12 of season 2, Last Order. We all knew once we saw Mitsuya dead that this was gonna get rough, but I was surprised at how rough it got. It makes sense that getting rid of both big bads isn't the end of the series, since you need more to happen. But they decided to pump it all up in this episode, so let's discuss. We find out that not only Mitsuya, but Hina is also still dead. Takemichi says nothing has changed, but that's not exactly right, so let's count the differences. Mitsuya being dead is a big one, and we find out he got strangled to death. So that seemed like a good starting point for how things were made worse. Takemichi now is in a rundown apartment. Although he originally wasn't in this apartment, in his last run he had the luxury pad, so that's number 2. Humble Beginnings is nice, but it's a downgrade. Naoto is still alive and well, and he finds Takemichi, telling him this is the worst timeline. So Naoto, let's crush his heart together. Number 3 is that they shot and killed Chifuya. Hakai got burnt to death, which is the worst way to go out of the ones that got killed. Give me a bullet any time of the day, just make it quick. Being alive is better than death, so even if Hakai wasn't a great person before, it makes up number 4. Not even Draken made it out this time, getting stabbed to death. Again, life is greater than death, so that completes a full hand, which is 5. Kazutora and Haruki are now dead as well, counting us up to 6 and 7. They say all the rest, so I assume that's at least the captain and vice captains, including Nahoya, Muto, and more. But let's be conservative and say that's 8 and 9 at least. Then they say Kisaki has been murdered, so we can go down to 8. Murder is bad, but Kisaki is worse. Then we get the big bombshell that they suspect Mikey was the one that killed him. That's a double whammy, so I'm going to count that as 2. So congratulations, Takemichi. We are at a crisp 10 changes. Takemichi can't believe this. It's not hard to understand where he's coming from. Then they see a letter Mikey gave him to make at a special place. The special place being the Philippines, where his brother found the engines for their twin bikes. So of course you have to go and see him. Naoto and Takemichi split up when they get there, which for a narrative perspective makes sense, since you would want Mikey and Takemichi meeting to be alone for the first time when they meet in the future. But also this is how every movie goes awry, so you take these risks. Just as Takemichi is thinking, maybe this isn't a good idea. He sees a meeting place and finds Mikey there. Mikey has different color hair and everything, looking nothing like the man we once knew. He still looks good, don't get me wrong. Takemichi of course cries and wants to catch up, but we see the reason Mikey brought him here. We find out that the personality Takemichi left in the past actually left Doman, which is not surprising since the personality he left in the past could never be a part of Doman in reality. Something Mikey did not want to allow, but Draken and Mitsuya stood up to him saying, hey, let the poor kid go. They were so devoted to Mikey, but couldn't let Takemichi walk his path of violence. Heartbreaking stuff from these guys, but they were always real ones. The literal best, but Mikey killed every single one of them. Damn, Mikey had no mercy, but now he wants his own form of mercy. He asked Takemichi to kill him. It's wild that Draken and Mitsuya wanted to spare Takemichi the violence, but here in his last moment, Mikey wants Takemichi to end his life, bringing him into this violence. I don't believe it's one of those, haha, got you in the end, I managed to bring you down. Mikey truly is sad and lost. The only one that had the power to stop him was Takemichi, and now he's the only one left he trusts, so he wants him to do it. Damn, current Mikey has me tearing up right now. Apart from the fact he's a psychopath that feels nothing from killing, so he just killed everyone in his way. Wow, Mr. Jack the Ripper here. But Takemichi doesn't believe that's the true Mikey, and neither should you. We do get to see Hakai and Chifuyu's final moment, and they both mention Takemichi, showing the impact he had while he was there. Takemichi is able to see and believe in the true Mikey, allowing Mikey to believe in it too, but it's just a little too late for him. Also, Mikey threatening an old friend while crying isn't too convincing. Mikey says you can't return to the past. Well, we all know that's not true. And then the most heartbreaking thing happened. Naoto shoots Mikey, but notices the gun is on safety. Mikey had too much kindness in his heart, and apparently he also knows who Naoto is. Mikey laments his life, saying it was all full of sadness, and when you kill all your friends, yeah, I can only imagine how much pain he was holding inside. Takemichi holds Mikey as he dies, remembering the past, as he gives that same vigorous roar he gave when Hina died. His flame hasn't been extinguished just yet, as he refuses to let this be the true future. An insane episode with so much emotion, it's hard not to feel for Mikey in this one. Going from a few people dead to everyone dead is one huge jump, but I'm glad they took it. Poor Takemichi. Seems like every time he changes things just get worse and worse. But he doesn't give up too easy because there wouldn't be a story, and he's too strong for that. But mostly there wouldn't be a story. This has been Anime Disrobed, and episode 12 of Tokyo Revengers Season 2 has officially been disrobed. How will they finish out the season? Let's find out next week.